For the best in community radio, tune into Codebase Radio 24/7. The best DJs, the best music, the best chat, and the best special events around the clock. Follow Codebase on Twitter, search for Codebase Radio on Facebook, and get the full rundown on all our great shows at codebaseradio.net. Join the fun and tune into the mighty
Codebase Radio.
I heard Matt snot.
Yeah, trying to get it all out now before. Oops.
All right, well, we're on air, so are you ready to start?
Let's do it. Yeah.
All right, here we go.
I don't want you to listen. I don't want you to call. Go get an internet show with one of these asshole comics. Go get a podcast or some shit. Don't call here my show anymore. All right? You got it?
Codebase Radio presents.
Matt, you're on the air.
Remember the Jay Thomas thing, Howard?
Do I remember it? Yes.
Jesse got asked to do a radio show, and I'm doing it with him, believe it or not.
Where are you doing that?
Well, we do it live on this thing called Codebase Radio.
On Hold with Matt and Jesse.
Big deal. You're on the internet doing a show.
We hope all stations explode and fall on Jesse of San Diego.
On Hold with Matt and Jesse. Go find that on the internet.
Codebase Radio.
Hey, what's going on? It's Matt Ryan, and this is another On Hold with Matt and Jesse. What's up, Jess?
Hey now, how's it going?
Not bad. Getting ruffling Jay's feathers again.
Yeah, another big week for us last week.
This guy just gets so. I don't know if it's you or now I'm lumped in with you because he seems to hate me equally as much.
Yeah, it's funny. I was thinking earlier how this one time when I called into the Howard show, and Steve Brandano picked up the phone call and he told me that that I ended up in one of his dreams. So I'm wondering if at this point if I'm ending up in Jay Thomas's dreams at all.
Yeah, I think you're haunting him like the Poltergeist movie. He's just I think he's just an asshole, and I can see why he got killed off Cheers when he did, because you can hear it in his voice. Like Howard Stern's funny when he's mad. Jay is just a straight up prick, I think, when he's mad.
It's still funny though.
Yeah, no, it's funny. I love the get rid of him immediately. Like that'll never get old to me, being told that I'm getting hung up on by that guy.
Well, it's funny because it all started last week with Shaun calling Jay Thomas and actually telling him that I took his advice. And it sounded like he didn't believe it at first until he got confirmation from Christina. So I think that's really gotten under his skin, you know.
Yeah, well, it's too bad. I wanted to play this last week, but it was like 10 minutes before we started that this all happened, so it was impossible to have it all ready by then.
Yeah. And Shaun's going to be calling in at some point in the show. So hopefully. When he does, hopefully, when he does, we'll have him recap on this. But let's go ahead and play this big segment.
Yes, hey, your buddy from San Diego took your advice.
Who?
Your buddy, San Diego.
He's doing a podcast?
He's got a podcast now.
Oh, boy.
It's on tonight at 6:30. You ought to call him.
Oh, yeah, sure. You should call him. And just
it's called On Hold.
Radio.net.
It is? It's called On Hold?
Mm-hmm.
But you know what I gave him? You know what I said to him? Okay. I said, you like radio so fucking much. I wonder if he really took the advice and did it. I wonder.
Now you're going to start liking him?
Yeah.
You're his mentor?
No. I don't want to fucking call you. And by the way, when he really makes it, Garrett, he can thank me. Well, I'll be on the fucking in a wheelchair on the fucking trash heap of fucking entertainment. Huh? Entertainment.
He's a comedian too.
All right, enough. All right, you know what? If he really has a podcast, let's give him a little while. And I'll listen to it. Okay, I'll listen.
It's on at 6:30 during your show, Jay.
All right, shut up. I know. Get rid of him. I'll figure it out. I don't need to be told what to do.
What did he? I don't know why he yelled at Shaun there. Like, what did Shaun? Like, you get so pissed for nothing,
dude. That was like extra pissed right there. He's like, "Shut up!" Like the Exorcist.
Oh my
came
god!
out on that one. Oh man, that was hilarious. So yeah, that got our panties all bunched up last week during our show, and
yeah. It's I don't know. This may never get old to me. I don't know about to anybody else listening, but if I think if he didn't get mad, like one of these times, if he just like laughed it off, it would make me stop wanting to call. But just I don't know. He's feeding into it by his reaction.
Well, see, that's what I was going to ask you right now. Is that what got you to call in the next morning?
Oh, definitely. At the end of that call, I'm like, oh yeah. If he hears me mention Jesse, I know he's gonna freak out, and he got mad at me before he even knew who I was, which was the best.
Yeah. Let's hear that one.
Yes, Matt of Massachusetts. Go ahead. Yes.
Jay, that was funny what you said about, it's time for the Jewish people to move on, but
you know what I don't need? You don't want to hear something? I don't need a fucking comment about what I say. I don't need you to call up and verify it was funny. Get rid of him, please. Get rid of him. I don't need fucking
Is that
verification.
The point of phone calls?
No, hold on a minute. Hey, hold on a minute. Hey, I'm next time I go see Louis C.K. Hey, Louis, that was funny, the joke you just told. The one about your wife being a cunt. That was a good one, man.
And then follow up with, I got a joke. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
That's always a blast. By the way, did you hear the prank call that they made with your audio yelling at Jesse?
Oh, yeah.
First of all, I said on the air to this guy, Jesse, from San Diego, because he calls all the shows, I said, if you want to be in radio, get a podcast. Do you know he started a podcast this week?
Yeah, Matt and Mass that you just talked to is his co-host?
Jay, we're so big, other radio shows are calling us.
You know what?
I'm not joking.
You know what? I have to tell you something. I'm glad I didn't know that. And it's funny.
Now you want him to call back just so you can hang up on him again.
No. You know what? It's this typical bullshit, They've got their own radio show. Look,
I'd love to hear what they talk about on their show.
Do you think I call you think that I call other radio stations and go, "Hey, the first 4 minutes of your show, Pete, very funny about the politics."
I love that Jay right there says he has to make it a point that he listens to politics.
Yeah.
No way does he listen to lowbrow comedy, if that's what he's implying.
My favorite part, though, was it got missed. It was right before the beginning of this. The first time they mentioned your name, Shuli just breaks out in this little chuckle because he knows what's coming, and Jay totally missed it.
Well, Vicky met him in Jamaica, and so most likely he remembers who we are from that.
Yeah.
But I'll find out tomorrow.
I made sure that he knew that I was the one that gave you the show, but we didn't get into an extensive conversation. But yeah, I think he's aware. You can tell he is by his actions on the show.
Oh, definitely. And I will get to the bottom of this tomorrow night for sure, because the Ronnie Block party in Boston, I should be able to talk to Shuli about this.
Hell yeah. Hell, you could tell Shuli to listen to this episode, too.
Oh, of course I'm gonna.
Maybe he'll call in. But, hey, so... Okay, in that call when he hung up on you, were you kind of disappointed that he hung up on you so quick because you didn't get a chance to mention the show? And then what was it like when they called you back, right?
Yeah, well, he hung up on me, and I was like, what the hell? Because I knew, like, I couldn't just call back. And then I listened to it, like, right after I got hung up on, and 2 seconds after I heard him, they start talking about you. My phone rang, so I actually didn't even hear them say that's his co-host until, like, after the fact. But, yeah, my phone rang when I got hung up on, and I think they just wanted to – I think – Al called me back just so I could get bitched at, and it worked for him.
Yeah, let's hear that one.
Yeah. So this was literally like 5 minutes later, if that. This clip coming up was right after I was on.
B2.
I tell you what, hold on a second. Al, I'm going to put this guy, Matt, back on, and we're going to end this fucking thing.
Boy.
All right. Hello, Matt. Are you like this guy, Jesse's co-host on this web?
I'm an aspiring phone whore.
Okay, guess what? Then go fucking do it on the web or do it on the fucking pod.
We only have an hour, so I need to
Okay, well, good. You know what?
to fill up the rest of my time.
Yeah, too bad. Get fucking rid of this fucking... You're in it. You're in it. You don't call once you're in it. You don't... What do you think? Howard calls fucking radio stations when he's... Well, you don't do that. You're a pro now. You're a pro. It's over. Welcome to the club. Congratulations. We'll send... You know what? We'll send you a little fucking kit, a little radio kit that has a little, soap and a rope microphone. So even when you're in the bathroom, you can shove it up your fucking ass.
Matt
Has nothing to do with broadcasting. Really. It's like, hey, Jay, why don't you want to help people get into broadcasting? Here, the last 3 guys I helped are doing better than I am. So fuck. I
mean, that's my favorite part right there.
I'd love to know the last 3 guys that he helped. I mean, I know Howard said that he listened to Jay in the 80s or whenever when he was on in New York, but what other 3 radio people has he helped that have gotten big? I've got to know.
Yeah, you know what? And he's calling us professionals. We're not professionals yet. I mean, shit, how long has he been doing this for? Like 30 years? We're only 5 weeks in.
And actually, what I got to ask Shuli about is, Shuli called Howard for years.
Yeah.
I mean, I know he said he did mention Howard, but I mean, what is he talking about? He was calling Howard multiple times a day for the longest time, so.
Yeah. Well,
he's gonna give me shit. I don't get that.
But, well, I mean, what's different for him is back then there was just Howard's show. There wasn't all these other shows. So he wasn't able to become the phone whores that we've become.
Yeah, I guess not.
It seems clear to me that he thinks you have the potential to make it, even though occasionally he says otherwise, because every time the topic comes up, he jumps on the credit just to make sure everybody knows where you got the idea. And he keeps talking about people he's helped, and it's obvious to me.
Yeah, I mean, it's material for him. He had fun with this all day long. He ended up taking shots all throughout the show.
Yeah, all throughout the show.
And yeah, there's this one B4.
If you win the contest, we'll use your name in a sentence in the last hour of the show. We'll just be talking, and the next thing you know, your name will be mentioned by various members.
Jesse and Matt, you don't want to miss out on this opportunity.
Here we go.
That's all we need is for our name to give. We didn't need to win that contest to get our name mentioned last week.
Yeah, and it's funny because later on you'll hear it. The person that won the contest, well, look, I won't give it up just yet. But, yeah, I mean, everyone was getting in on this. Even Al Ragone took his shot, and he's had a little, well, I wouldn't call it beef, but he's had some tension with us a couple weeks ago for calling too much. So I think this is his way to let some anger out,
Yeah, that could be.
So
I think I redeemed myself last night because, like I told you, I called into Superfan Roundtable, and there was another Matt, I guess, and they mixed us up, and I got picked up like with a completely different agenda than what he thought, than what I had said I was calling in for, and I rolled with it. So after I was on, they were like, "Yeah, thanks. You were actually the wrong Matt that they took, but thank you for answering his question." So
nice,
as if that matters.
Yeah. So let's play B5.
But I need you to be in this contest. So put the music on, back up a little bit, and
what's my scenario here?
already difficult. Already.
Three Madonnas, man.
Yeah. You haven't beaten Stella. She has an eclair that you want. So why don't you go that?
You've just been told you're board hopping for the Matt and Jesse show.
All right, here we go. Here we go. Go ahead.
Jesse! Jesse!
All right, Christina, you're calling for Stanley now. You want Stanley even though he beat you.
Unbelievable.
Oh man.
And I think I couldn't tell if Jay was getting aggravated when every time Shuli mentioned it, but I don't know. I know other callers that sets him off, and I don't mean just me, like anybody. As you heard from Shaun's call, then Jay's like demonic. Get rid of him! Like he was not having.
That's why I say part of it is shtick and part of it's really his anger. But he knows that it's material for the show, man. Any chance he can get to rant, that's what the people want to listen to.
We got a call.
You know what? Next week we need to get Ted Danson on the phone to find out if he was really an asshole on Cheers.
Yeah. Is it 978?
All right, 978.
Hey
You're
now.
on the air.
Hey
now.
It's our head cheerleader, Shaun.
Hey now, what's going on, guys?
Nothing. We played your call a little bit ago. That was great last week.
Yeah, you got to tell us what led to that call.
Yeah, I was sitting around listening to the show and I was bored, and I was like, "Oh, the show's on tonight. It'd be a good time to call."
Yeah, that was perfect.
Yeah, I was a little busy earlier. I would have called in, but truth be told, I was listening to the Jay Thomas show.
Oh, that's fine. Hey, that's man.
One of the 5 people. No kidding.
That's putting in work still.
Tomorrow I'm off for work, so I'll be around in the morning.
Nice.
It's going to be a lot of fun on the show. Some calls.
Yeah, I think between all the games that I've been in, the song that someone made about me, I think the only thing that's left is to do the Baba Booey bomb on his show. The Baba Booey, Jesse from San Diego's penis, Matt from Mass's asshole, or something.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah.
We got to hear the Baba Booey bombs on there.
What I want to know is he gonna brush that off, or is he gonna just freak out about it? I'm sure he will freak out about it.
I'm sure he'll brush off the first one, and then if they keep coming, that's when he'll lose it.
The screeners catch on. That's the problem. Last week when people were calling, and I called in, and because you were from Massachusetts, and then I called in Massachusetts, and he's like, he knew something was up, and he didn't put me through.
Oh, when? Last Friday?
Yeah.
No kidding.
Oh, probably. Yeah, you got the hit because of Matt, probably.
Yeah, you got this. You have a 978 area code, and I've between my phone, my wife's phone, and my house phone, I have different 978 numbers with different numbers after it, so they might even think that's me calling from your phone. Who knows?
Yeah, what did they tell you the other day?
Oh yeah, when I called in last week, I finally hooked up my house phone, and I was like, when they said, "Who is this?" I said, "Matt and Mass," and I just hear the screener yell, "Matt and Mass has a 4th number," so they definitely were keeping track of it.
Wow.
Oh, yesterday when I called Superfan Roundtable, the intern that picked it up, he goes, "Hey Jesse, what's going on?" Like I didn't even say anything.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah. They put me on, and then I fell asleep, and then I got hung up on. But
Hey, so Shaun, like, how many or how long have you been calling into shows? I've never heard, I haven't heard you too much until recently. Is this a new thing for you?
Yeah, pretty much. It's been recent. Every now and then, I just never was something I did. Once in a while, I get a strong opinion on something, and I gotta get on, but mostly this fun we've been having prompted a few phone calls.
a few legendary phone calls, might I add.
Yeah, you've never got on to Howard, huh?
No, I've tried for years I never tried at all. Maybe last time I tried before recently was probably 5 years ago, and then I tried calling and actually gotten them put on hold a couple times, which was an accomplishment in itself, but getting actually on the air is, I don't know, but...
Yeah, until he knows like who you are, like it's kind of like you got to be in the right place at the right time, because it's got to be like the perfect comment or question. Until he knows who you are, then I think he'll kind of take your call anytime, maybe.
Well, a couple of weeks ago, people were calling. Like a couple guys called and said, looking forward to AGT and all that. And I was planning on going to AGT, which I did Monday.
Yeah,
I called in, and I actually got put on hold. It was during Robin's News, and it was on hold for a while. I really thought I was going to get on there. I just wanted to say, hey, I want to follow AGT. I was on my desk. People had been saying that all week. I thought it was a good topic to get on. And it was called the delegates. I get the other than that, I met Howard and got his autograph Monday, so I'm very excited about that.
You got his autograph?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I saw that picture. Yeah, I saw that
shit.
I shook his hand and talked to him, and then got his autograph. So hey, he's a phone call and
no kidding. That's awesome.
Yeah.
So I was gonna ask you, when you've called the Stern Show, like in the past, have you been like turned away from the call screener?
Yeah, usually most of the time. Not usually, the usual. It's off topic when you move on, this and that. But a couple times getting on hold.
Because I think the way it happened with me is since I was calling every day relentlessly, like a month.
I can't call. I got a couple of weeks ago, Matt. I was on hold for 4 hours, and he got on at the end of the show.
Yeah.
When me?
You said you were on hold at like 6 o'clock, and you got on about 10.
Oh yeah. That was ridiculous. I had that day, and then
do that.
Yeah, well, I'm not working right now, so it worked out. Well, I had that day, and then I had a day last Wednesday, right after who was it? I don't even remember who the guest was. Where I was right after Louis C.K. I was literally on hold for 10 seconds. It was unbelievable.
Yeah, I think after a while, like eventually Steve just tells you, all right, dude, I know who you are, and like they write down your name and number and they know who you are. And at this point, they just put you on hold every time, no matter what you say, pretty much.
That's what I always thought. You think they just put you on hold just to mess with you? Leave you there all show?
Well, no, once you get put on hold, it's up to Howard at that point.
Right. Well, yeah, it's true. I mean, yeah.
And I've had like last year, I had a 4-month run where he didn't pick me up or pick up on me at all. And that's because I changed my work schedule, and so I'd have to hang up after the first 2 hours. So I was on hold every show, but for 4 months I didn't get picked up on it. He ended up forgetting about me. But every once in a while the name comes back.
Yeah, I tried calling the wrap-up show one day, and they moved on the topics, and I had a topic and call in. But I was doing a lot of what you were doing is you call in and put you on hold, but then you hang up. Because you couldn't wait any longer. It was kind of what happened with you on Jay show. You get frustrated, right?
Is Shaun breaking up?
Yeah, to me it sounds a little choppy.
There's an unknown phone number calling. Should I answer the unknown phone number?
Sure, let's take another call. Let's see. Can we take them at the same time? Or?
Unknown
the cops,
phone
I'm not
number.
here.
You are on the air.
Mr. Caller.
My name's Tracy. My name's Tracy.
Tracy, you're on
Tracy?
the air.
Yeah, how you doing?
Good. How are you?
Okay, I want to know if I could give you guys blowjobs.
Oh wait. Is this Ed?
Yeah. So,
Did you say Ed? Did you say Tracy?
Ass Napkin Ed.
Oh shit.
What's up, Ed?
what you guys up to?
Oh, we're shooting the shit, talking about Jay and talking to Shaun Arsenault.
Right.
What's up, Ed?
I just wanted to prank Matthews, but it didn't work, I guess.
Oh, you got...
It worked for a minute, didn't it?
Yeah, it did. I'm
going to try it again next week when he's around. I'll try a different voice. Different names.
Hey,
Edina might work.
Yeah.
Edina. Yeah, we got to do the three-way call sometime, Ed.
All right. Yeah, we'll do it.
Yeah, I'll get in on that with you. I actually wanted to talk to you about that. You must not use the messenger on Facebook. I sent you a message a couple of weeks ago.
Oh, Messenger? No, I don't use it.
And actually,
I take the private messages.
Oh yeah, I sent you one. I don't know. Maybe it never had a check mark, so maybe you didn't notice it or something.
What name you go by on there?
Matt Ryan.
Okay, hold on. Let me see.
Yeah, actually, Ed, I was talking to Artie's call screener a couple weeks ago. You call into his show, huh?
I called in once, I think.
No kid, did he know who you were?
Yeah, the one time I called in.
But you didn't go by Ass Napkin, right?
I think I used a fake name too for that. I don't see you in my messages though.
Oh, okay. Well, There's
a fake one of me on here too, you know.
Maybe that's who it is.
It could be.
Is your name Ass Napkin on there?
Yeah, and then it's at Ass Napkin Ed Stern.
Oh, okay. Then I must got the wrong one.
Yeah, yeah. That's right.
All right.
So,
all right, guys, I'll call you back maybe.
All right. Well, yeah, definitely. We want to interview you sometime because you're definitely one of the big guys as far as the callers go. I mean, because you hit superstar status pretty quick. You know.
All right, I'm going to listen to the rest of the show.
All right.
All right. Thanks.
You have a good one, man.
All right, see you, Ed.
All right.
Well, now that was a total surprise.
Ass Napkin checking in.
Yeah, you know how I picked up that was Ed? Because that was the third time he tried to prank me, and every time he used the same name, Tracy.
I could tell right away who it was.
I couldn't tell it was him. I could tell it wasn't a girl.
Yeah. That's hilarious. That's awesome. That's cool as hell. But
I only hope someday my son goes by the name Ass Napkin.
All right, we might have Chris from Zona calling in. Let's see who this is. Hey, 928, you're on the air.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah, I'm Chris from Zona.
What's up, Chris?
Hey, how you guys doing today? Shake it up.
Shake it up. Yeah, there it is.
I figured I'd just do a drive-by and give you guys a bong hit. That was nice hearing Ass Napkin Ed on the show.
That was awesome. And,
Yeah, I think so.
And I want to also give you props too, Chris, because both you and Shaun had the back-to-back plugs on Riley's show last week.
Right on.
And that was
unedited, by the way.
Oh yeah, unedited. They edited the one that Riley gave out.
Right.
But, luckily, they didn't touch your two calls. And,
that was pretty cool that they did that. I'm happy. And I've been trying to call one of my other buddies, Shower, but he's being a sourpuss right now.
Hey, Chris, I wanted to ask you yesterday on Superfan Roundtable, did you hear that guy take a shot at you?
Yeah, I did. Or was that Chuck Zito or Superfan?
I don't know.
Was it Superfan?
Yeah, it was on Superfan. It was some caller called in, probably a few callers after you were on. Or wait, were you on?
Yeah, I didn't.
I wasn't.
No,
yeah,
you
I
weren't.
wasn't on Superfan. Yeah,
That's
I
right.
heard something about that guy from North Korea and me not having nothing better to do.
Yeah.
I heard that.
That was pretty funny. Being compared to a top political leader of the world.
To a dictator.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dukes.
That's okay. I'm all about it. No doubt. But all right, you guys.
I wanted to ask you. So how did you get to be one of Chuck Zito's favorites? You just call his show every time it's on. He seems to know exactly who you are.
Yeah, I call the show ever since like the first time he's ever been on the air, and he used to go into Scott Carell every night when he would get off the air. When Chuck would leave the air, and I would call up either on the Scotty Carell show too and talk to him. So that's it. Man, I think he's been out here to Laughlin to the like every year they have a motorcycle run.
Yeah.
And that's where the Hells Angels and the Mongols got in a big old shootout that you see on TV every once in a while.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that happened like right down the street from my house and shit.
Nice.
No kidding.
Yeah.
So Chuck Zito used to go on to Pharrell's show after he got off the air, huh? I didn't know that.
Well, yeah, he would just stop in and say hey and take a couple phone calls. It was like a half-hour segment. He wouldn't hang on the whole show like Shuli used to do.
See, what, Shuli used to hang on to onto Pharrell's show?
Oh yeah, when he first got hired on the series and he was trying to make his bones and shit.
Oh,
Yeah.
so Shuli's no different than us.
Yeah, what the fuck are you talking about?
Exactly. I remember Shuli did this one character called Dirk Massive, and his thing was he was an MMA fighter, and every time he'd go to fight, he would pull a hamstring and he'd have to, skip out of the fight and shit. And then, so like when Chuck Zito would come on and other MMA fighters, I would call in and ask if they were scared of Dirk Massive or anything like that, and then they would get Dirk Massive on the phone and he'd talk like all kinds of shit.
No kidding.
I never knew this.
And then Chuck Zito kind of figured out he was being joked because Shuli said, "Oh, I got to go down and let Dirk Massive into the building because he left his security pass at home."
Right.
And and then so I got to go down and let security sign for security. And then when he left the Pharrell studio, that's when he got on the phone. And they put him into how they do, put you on hold and shit, the whole
Right.
line. and he was acting like Dirk Massive on the phone. And you know, when Dirk Massive, they hung up, and Shuli came back in and said, hey, his car got towed because he didn't put any money in the meter. And Chuck Zito kind of figured out that they were kind of joking him, and he got all pissed.
Yeah, that's one guy you don't want to piss off is Chuck Zito. I think they should give him a weekly spot. I like his show, especially with that girl the other night. I thought that was pretty cool.
I know that girl did sound pretty hot.
Yeah, I don't know who that was. I wanted to see what she looked like because they were making it sound like it was Nikki Ziering in the studio. Like,
yeah,
knows.
But yeah, he got to know me because I always call in like you know how shows like Chuck Zito and Riley, they come on about the time there's no live show on before them.
Yeah.
So every once in a while, whoever's operating the phone lines will crack the phones open early. Well, I start calling 15 minutes early, you know, before the show.
Oh, really? I've heard, actually.
Yeah, and that's why I'm always the first on Chuck Zito's show, because he's the type of person that starts at phone line 1 and goes through the phone lines that way.
Oh,
does he?
Okay.
Yeah, he don't just look at the comments and pick and choose the comment.
He goes straight down the line.
Yeah, he's like an organized person. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Somebody that organizes. Yeah. And so he's always been cool like that, and and plus doing the bong hit and him not being a pot smoker, that's always stuck in his mind.
No kidding. Cool, man.
So that is kind of cool. But I kind of miss fucking with that Stuttering John. I wish they would give him a show so people could call in and mess with that guy.
Yeah, he went away, but I mean, I think Hansy's show is next week, so I think
is that finally going to happen?
Yeah, I think I heard that's on Monday night.
Oh, that'll be nice.
Oh, wow.
I think. I could be wrong. I could be wrong.
Yeah, but Hansy's kind of cool. I don't want to mess with that guy.
Yeah, he seems a little unstable, so it might not be a great idea to toy with him. God only knows what he's capable of.
No doubt. Well, right on. Well, you guys got somebody else coming on, or what? You just kicking back, or what?
Yeah, this is just like a Jay Thomas wrap-up show.
Yeah.
Or Jay Thomas Superfan Roundtable.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Superfan Roundtable. I can see that.
Yeah, we still have some more clips to play.
I'm going to be the Mooski of the Jay Thomas Superfan Facebook group or whatever.
Yeah.
After thinking about that, part of my Boston chapter.
Yes, that's what I want. You're on the same page as me. Another one.
It sounds like a party up in here, man.
Yeah. East Coast and West Coast.
That's right.
Nice. Good God.
There we go.
That one hit me good.
Yeah.
All right, gentlemen, I'll let you go, man.
All right,
Chris.
Peace out. Nice show, man. Shake it up.
Continue to
Later,
shake
Chris.
it up.
Oh, man. That guy's funny.
I wonder how many bong rips he takes a day just for the sake of doing it on the radio. Like, he must get off these shows and just be like walking into walls and shit.
Oh, no, this dude takes bong rips all throughout the day, just like me.
Yeah, no, I know, but I'm saying,
Well,
two of them in like 5 minutes. I mean, you'd hear nothing on my end right now if I took a bong rip. It's been so long since I smoked that much at once. I'd be like in a catatonic state, I think.
Lucky bastard gets to take a bong rip and then step outside his house to work.
Yeah.
Yeah, details cars and stuff.
He
that's pretty
details.
good.
Yeah, he's got some nice ones too. Chris's Auto Spa.
That video is great.
Chris's Auto Spa. I know he's heard this.
Yeah.
What, he owns
There's
his
your
own
plug,
auto
Chris.
spa?
Yeah, he's got his own car detailing gig.
Yeah, he put up
feel
pictures of
underaccomplished. I'm gonna barely
Does
run
both?
my own shit.
He saw a picture of a nice boat he did. I don't know why he sent it to me, but he sent me a picture of this boat he did. I'm like, oh, that's pretty nice.
He sent it because he knew we would talk about it someday.
I bet business is going to blow up after mentioning it here.
Yeah.
Already it's
Crowbar on a
ringing
plug.
off the hook. That's what I do.
What about you, Shaun? You got anything to plug?
Ronnie Munn Block Party tomorrow in Boston.
Oh, yeah. So you're both going to be going to that, right?
I'm going tomorrow. You going on Friday, Matt, or just Saturday?
Yeah, no, I'll be there tomorrow. I wonder if there's a centralized meeting location everyone's planning on. I haven't seen anything about that, but
yeah, yeah. Usually they try to do like a before or after thing.
Yeah, I'm sure there'll be something going on.
Like I know in like out here in the Hollywood block party, Mooski met up with a few people for a brunch, but I missed it.
Well, what do you say, Matt? When time you heading down?
You know what? I haven't figured that out. I'll probably plan on getting into Boston like around 6:30. I'm going to the 10 o'clock one, but I definitely somehow want to get Shuli alone and get to the bottom of all this. Like, first of all, if he knew who we were from Vicky, because when I called last week, like the second they said my name, Shuli started laughing. So I don't know. I'm just dying to know if if he knew all along, like Jesse had a show before it even came up.
Well, did you hear Jay in that clip when Jay was saying that we started the show? He said we started it last week. Yeah, he didn't know this is,
I had thought there was already some rumblings about it because when my phone call last Thursday, when I said, Jay, you hear about your buddy from San Diego? Garrett interrupted me and said you had a podcast before I did.
He interrupted
you?
Yeah,
they got a podcast. Garrett, the producer, he said, they got a podcast. That was Garrett, not me.
Yeah.
So they all knew already.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no, yeah.
Well, I mean, it had been going on, but they were aware of it,
Oh, yeah. Al Rago knows a lot.
Right,
Like, I didn't know he was in this Facebook group. And
Garrett jumped right in. Yeah, he jumped right in there. I'm like, whoa, yeah. They were playing along, Christina and everything.
Yeah, Christina too. She's like, oh, on hold. And like that time that I called in with Ass Napkin Ed on that three-way call, and it was Christina that was screening the calls. And when she asked for the name, he said Tony from Niagara. And she's like, okay, Tony from Niagara. And then right after he goes, hey, Christine, it's Ass Napkin. She goes, yeah, I figured it was. He says, but could you leave the fake name on there? She's like, yeah, no problem. So they do this shit because Jay's such an asshole that they like to fuck with him sometimes. So they let some of these calls go through to fuck with him.
Yeah,
he likes to have a little fun too.
If anybody's listening that was ever on Cheers or Murphy Brown, you got to call in and tell us how Jay really is in real life, because that's why I think he was short-lived on these shows. Maybe I'm wrong.
Well, you know the story how he got off of Cheers, right?
Well, the Zamboni, yeah, but I want to know the.
Well, no,
I want to know. No, I don't know the story.
Well, I mean, I'm a poor storyteller, but he had a run-in with Rhea Perlman, is what happened. and she got him nixed off the show.
Oh, really? What did he?
He was very short-lived on Cheers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
But they're saying
he
that.
crossed her. That's what happened.
Yeah, but
Why
they're
didn't you
saying
get, why didn't you get Danny DeVito after him?
Call him tomorrow morning and find out the story.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure we'll have some people calling in as Eddie LeBeck. You know.
Yeah. I'm telling you, Ted Danson's going to be calling in any minute of Woody Harrelson.
Yeah. That's
I was at the, Faneuil Hall, where we're going to be tomorrow. There's a Cheers souvenir shop.
Yeah.
And I went in there one day. I'm looking around, my friend, I says, "Where's all your Eddie LeBeck memorabilia?" He goes, "Who?"
Yeah, exactly.
He didn't even know who I was talking about. This is a Cheers store. You don't know who Eddie LeBeck is?
You know what? The only reason I know is because I watched that show. Like the year I watched it was like the time he was on it, and that's the only reason I know. I mean, I find most people around like you got to be older than 35 to have any idea who Jay Thomas is.
Yeah, yeah.
Most of my friends have no friggin' clue. They're like, "Who is this guy that you're like obsessed with calling?" And like,
oh yeah. Then you tell, "Oh yeah, he was on Mork and Mindy and Cheers and Murphy Brown," and they're like, "What?" Like, even the shows are too old for him.
Yeah, I didn't even know he was on Murphy Brown either until recently.
I started listening a couple years ago because it was something. There was a live show in the afternoon. I needed something.
Yeah.
And I just turned it on, and I was like, "Wow, this is awesome."
Yeah. I mean, as much of an asshole as he is, it's still fun. Like the first few times I called in and he took my calls and liked them, I used to like think to myself, "Gee, I wonder how long it's gonna take before he tells me get rid of him," And I think I've like shot to number one all time of biggest get rid of him.
Yeah, I got two now. I'm honored to have a couple.
Oh yeah. Oh that the way he grunted at you was just it sounded demonic, dude.
Oh yeah.
Is there a way I can hear that again? Can I replay your podcast? Can I hear that?
Yeah. Hey Vicky, can we play A1 again? Let's do it for Shaun.
I missed it earlier.
Yeah, let me set that up. A1.
I didn't want to say Jesse because I didn't want to get kicked off, so I was like, "Your buddy from San Diego."
Yeah. Well,
Jay, your buddy from San Diego took your advice.
Who?
Your buddy, San Diego.
He's doing a podcast?
He's got a podcast now.
Oh, boy.
It's on tonight at 6:30. You ought to call him.
Oh, yeah, sure. You should call him and just run down.
It's called On Hold.
Radio.net.
It is? It's called On Hold?
Mm-hmm.
But you know what I gave him? You know what I said to him? Okay. I said, "You like radio so fucking much. I wonder if he really took the advice and did it. I wonder."
Now you're going to start liking him?
Yeah.
Mentor?
No. I don't want to fucking call you. And by the way, when he really makes it, Garrett, he can thank me. Well, I'll be on the fucking, in a wheelchair on the fucking trash heap of fucking, entertainment. Huh? Entertainment.
He's a comedian, too.
All right, enough. All right, you know what? If he really has a podcast, let's give him a little while, and I'll listen to it, okay? I'll listen.
It's on at 6:30 during your show, Jay.
All right, shut up! I know. Get rid of him. I'll figure it out. I don't need to be told what to do.
Oh, man, that's the greatest.
Such a prick.
Oh, I gotta say something that happened to me earlier today. It totally made my day. This chick at work comes up to me. She goes, "Hey, didn't you do like stand up a couple weeks ago at this comedy club?" And I go, "Yeah." She goes, "Yeah. Oh, I saw you. That's where you're from. I knew I recognized you from somewhere." She goes, "Man, you're pretty freaking funny. I'd go pay to see you again." I was like, "Hell yeah!" I said, "Now can you go tell all the coworkers this so they can fucking come out to the show?"
Nice. On
Give
your
us
way.
an example of a joke you tell. You got one?
Well, let's see. I got okay. Do Okay, do you realize that there's only one type of white person that's allowed to get away with saying the N-word?
No, I didn't realize that, Jesse. What kind of white person can get away with it?
Dyslexic gingers.
I don't get it.
Same letters. You gotta switch them around.
Oh.
I think about. Okay.
Bing, bing, pow, bang.
Okay, what is it about Somalians that are fresh off the boat that act like their ancestors were slaves here, right? These two Somalian co-workers of mine one time were getting into a heated argument, and one said to the other, "You must be out your cotton picking mind." And I said, whoa, hold on. What the fuck do Somalians know about picking cotton? They've never picked cotton in their entire existence. You got to say something you can relate to, like you must be out your boat hijacking mind. No, I've got some.
Like when he's going on the East Coast.
I'm sure you got to be on the roll and stuff. I put him on the spot.
Well, my goal is to get a. Okay, my goal at work is to get a job as a field tech, and if that happens, then I'll be traveling around the country about 75% of the year. And if that happens, then I would definitely be able to go out and do my comedy on company.
Oh, nice. Oh, yeah.
So that's the ultimate goal. That's a couple years away, but because it's tough.
An awesome goal. That's an awesome goal, though. You could hit all the clubs, all the circuits. Well, hey, listen, we got about 10 minutes left, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 calls. 5 more clips if you want to swing through those. And
we took up the whole Jay Thomas show last Friday was about us. So
let's go ahead
they provided us all sorts of material.
B6.
Well, let's start with that.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Sorry I'm late, Jay.
Oh, well, yes, why are you late?
I was doing the Matt and Jesse show.
Let's...
We got a mellow eye. Right? Can we do
Good morning, Shuli.
Okay, now this next one is the
And
one
plus,
that I was talking. Go ahead.
Shuli writes jokes for him, right? I know you say that. I don't know how I would know that, but so Shuli knows what's going on. Yeah.
He's
Somebody wrote it.
He's basically the way Jackie used to write lines for Would Ye. That's
right.
How he writes for. But this next clip is the one I was talking about earlier. That contest winner where Jay said he was going to mention his name at the end of the show, and he gets confused and mentions my name instead.
Yeah, that's great.
B7.
Oh, Weasel's gone? Oh, shit. I love fucking
It's not
Weasel.
that easy, is it, Weasel?
Thank you, Jason of Florida. He ruined the contest.
You know what's great about you putting Weasel on is it's got to drive those two, Matt and Jesse, crazy because he did everything to get hung up on, and yet you brought him in with open arms and loved him. And these guys can't get a fucking second of your time.
No, he's interesting. He's interesting. You know what? It's funny. It's like deaf people who talk like that. They want to talk all the time. People that shouldn't talk do. Mm-hmm. And it's odd. I mean, it's like...
And they never shut up, those people.
It's like Steve Wynn, the billionaire owner of all the casinos, is blind and he buys art.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
What an insult.
And also, he just sold a Picasso to this guy Cohen, whose wife's suing him, and he may go to jail and all this other shit for $155 million. But years ago, the guy was going to buy it for $135 million. But Steve Wynn, because he's blind, put his elbow through the painting. Put his elbow through it. And it had to be completely redone and everything else. Weird. He's blind and buys art. If I was blind, when you walked into my house, the walls would be painted black.
Yeah.
You know, with a white dot on them.
Meanwhile, the guy who bought the painting gave him Monopoly money. So
that's what I'm saying about these, like this Jesse guy, and they have a fucking podcast. It's people that shouldn't have a voice on this fucking thing. It's unbelievable. It's just, and they're not talented. They're not Weasel. I'd listen to Weasel night and day. You know, and I'd like to see Weasel put it up Jesse of Florida's ass.
On the next Matt and Jesse show, I take it up the ass from Weasel.
Yeah, but I hated that Jesse's answer. Good God, it was just awful. So
you said Jesse he hated. He said Jesse of Florida when he's supposed to say Jason of Florida, and then he said he hated Jesse's answer when it should have been Jason's answer. He gets so fucking worked up that he just loses it. Like he did that with YouTube twice. The first time with Shaun, he got mad and started yelling at Matt, and then the second time was with Matt, and did he do something which or no? He punished Shaun because of Matt. He wouldn't pick up Shaun's call. Like,
yeah, I was banned that time, and apparently he forgot.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Hey, we should mention that tonight's the 1 year anniversary of Stern Nation coming up at 8:30 after High Pitches show.
Congratulations!
1 year.
It's awesome.
Happy anniversary!
I just needed.
And let's see. Well, there's one more clip that's related to the Jay Thomas show from last week, and that's B8.
What, Ira?
We got to go. I don't want to miss Matt and Jess.
No, we're not going to listen.
Calling into the intern.
And thank you.
Oh man, this shit's so much fun.
I love Ira. He's great. There's so many people that complain about him. I don't know what's wrong with those people. But, I mean,
he's got a weird way of talking.
Yeah, that's what's so great about him. You know, and because you know it's Shuli writing the shit, but it's Ira's delivery too.
Yeah, how old is that guy? He sounds. I feel like he's like in his 60s, but
yeah,
who knows?
I think he is.
The sound can be deceiving.
I think older. Yeah.
Oh, really?
I don't know. He's you seen him?
Yeah.
No,
yeah,
I haven't.
Oh yeah, I'll go on the website. Go on jthomas.com. There you go, Jay.
Ira the Weatherman follows me on Twitter.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No shit.
I can spin through the last two clips. I have not seen. Eric usually has contacted me by now. I'm assuming he's probably having some kind of trouble.
Well, these two are from Superfan Roundtable last week.
Yeah, I was wondering.
All right, well let's do C1, and I'll see if I can find Eric. He's missing in action. Hope he didn't fall asleep.
Matt! Yo! We got Matt here. Matt, you there?
I'm here.
Yeah, man. Is this, what do you got to say on this midget topic?
Well, I wish I was the expert on him. I love him. He seemed strange this week. I know he's always strange, but something was up with him, I thought.
I thought so too, because I was really surprised that he didn't hang up. I thought he must be desperate to plug something, and he didn't plug shit. Like, I don't know what was going on with him.
By the way, Mutt, the prank in 2004, the April Fool's prank, the team was Cross and Lopez.
Cross and Lopez? They might work here at Sirius.
Yeah, they probably do.
With the Eric thing, I found out that he was 38 and that he does not drink. I did not know he didn't drink. I'm sure it came up before.
You didn't know that?
No, I just didn't know. But I mean, Howard opened a Pepsi in his ass, even. So and he still didn't hang up. So yeah, I want to know what's going on with him. He didn't sound happy, but he didn't yell at Howard either. Did you guys think something was up with Eric? Did he sound off?
He definitely seemed a little bit off, and I'm surprised he didn't hang up because he's hung up in the past. The mere mention of the homosexual room.
Right, because it's disrespectful. But I can't believe why did he even fall for going into the hetero room? Like, even that, I'm surprised he didn't just hang up.
Yeah, when he started spitting and he was, like, so committed to it, I thought for sure he would have been out before that. So I was like, what is he hanging on for? And then he never left. And he never really said anything about, like, plug or anything like that.
I was shocked. I was shocked when he stayed. He did want out, though, but he went out gracefully, and I was just shocked. I thought he would have hung up immediately.
Eric, I'm going to say thank you for participating.
That room. I almost want him in that room more than I want him on balloons. I love that midget.
Yeah. So is that the end of the show now, or?
Yeah, I think Eric's ready to go on, so we can end it. And I'll see
Okay,
if I
yeah,
can
we'll
get those
save
guys
that
up
last
on
clip
Skype.
because
Thank you guys. Thanks, Vicky, Matt,
Oh,
Jesse.
yeah.
Take care.
Thanks, Sean.
thanks,
It was
Sean.
great having you on. You guys have a blast
Yep.
tomorrow night in Boston. I wish I could
Baba
be there with
Booey,
you.
Baba Booey, Jesse from San Diego.
Baba Booey.
Yeah, I'll see you
Baba
tomorrow
Booey
night.
to y'all.
All right.
All right.
Stay
Have a good
tuned.
night.
Stay tuned for High Pitch Eric to tell you how the Yankees are going to coast into last place this year.
With twat cream.
And Stern Nation 1 year anniversary tonight, 8:30.
Join us on Codebase Radio every Friday for a big end-of-week party. Starting at 9 a.m. Eastern with the Weird and Wonderful Cover Tunes show, followed by the best in new music with Bob and Brian and Vitamin Sweet at 10 a.m. Get your retro groove on at 1 p.m. Eastern for a 3-hour blast back to the 1980s with your host, James Allen, and the 80s Rewind Show. Great 80s music, original movie trailers, TV themes, TV commercials, facts, trivia, and crazy retro fun to bring the atmosphere of the decade flooding back. Going out with a bang at 4 p.m. Eastern, the baby-faced Godfather Show with Adrian Pamelio smacks down with an explosive mix of fantastic music and engaging commentary. The best way to end your week and kickstart your weekend. Codebase Radio Fridays.
Codebase Radio. Codebase Radio, where geek